Good evening, viewers, to Supercars NZ's 2026 Allports V. My friend, Jamie.
Yeah, good evening, Davo. Sorry, mate, just lost comms on you there for a second. Good evening, mate, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to, if Davo hasn't already covered it off, round 12, the grand final here, Supercars NZ Summer Series at Hungaroring. Looking forward to this one. We'll crown a champion tonight here.
We will, yes.
Series.
Yeah, so looking forward to that final round of the season, round 12, J-Man. And yes, crowning a championship. Also, the sponsors giving away some random prizes at the end here. I think we're going to spin the wheel sometime through the broadcast tonight, so stay tuned for that as well, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, final round, J-Man, and the boys are already out on track in qualifying. Only 30 cars on the grid tonight, I think, J-Man?
Yeah, so that was back to the official pre-quali situation. Obviously 40 cars vowing for 30 spots makes it pretty intense. However, the grid is now being selected for this qualifying session. Very quick fire session at that 2 15-minute session out there. So good to see Hungaroring on the calendar as well. 4.3 kilometres, 14 turns. A lot of technology out there, I'm sure, from all the drivers through certain formats throughout the years. I know it's a heavily used track for GT3 series and of the like. So good to see, and I'll tell you what, the numbers are very good, and great to see in, I guess, pre-qual or official practice, whatever you want to call it, that our man Phil Antoon in the MATCHFIT car was doing very, very well on very much up the pointy end, so look for him to convert there. But tonight will be a lot about maybe consolidation from some drivers, and then some on the attack. You know, the point situation is tight. There is drop rounds to factor into the points should we mention the numbers, which I'm sure we will throughout the night. However, we'll call it as we see it. And Darren Lobb is the guy that everyone's been hunting on that graphic that has been displayed throughout the season. So the 99 car very much in control of the championship numbers up to this point. So definitely best of luck to all the drivers out there, and viewers, buckle up, get ready for this one as they negotiate some very tricky chicanes and some elevation to this track at the back end. Such a fantastic place to see the supercar out.
Oh, absolutely, J-Man. Track we know well. Called it in ACC for a few years. Don't mind this place. It does actually deliver a pretty good race. Nice technical, flowy sort of circuit. So yeah, looking forward to a little bit of elevation, and yeah, I think it's a cracking circuit to top off the season. Who's your money on?
Yeah, okay, well, you know, it's always hard to go past the big names, the likes of the guy that just went to the top now, Gunstone, Lobb, De Graaf, Dutch, Rehan. Also be interested to see if Phil Antoon can convert that early pace as well. But all those names already in the top 5. So Dutchy, obviously Sean McNamara, very handy operator, he's dialed in as well. Some big performances to be had tonight, because these guys go out with a bang on one more season. So
yeah, one more season and a very short break between drinks here for the Supercars NZ boys. They do not muck around. obviously chasing the official iRacing calendar means that I think they only really have a week's break, and they're straight back into it with a qualifying round for the next season. So we will go away next week, but not for long, viewers. So we'll mention the sponsors, obviously. Good people at Allports, always behind everything. Supercars NZ, obviously. GAMAFLARE on board, as always, in affiliation with Quizzies with Flair, giving away some stuff at sometime through the broadcast. J-Man.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, always great support.
Absolutely, and yes, and to you Sky viewers tuning in, clearly we get a broadcast on Sky 83 Face TV, J-Man. I think on a Saturday, what a better thing to do than kick back on a Saturday afternoon and watch these guys pound the iRacing Gen 3 Supercars around, J-Man, at Hungaroring here for the final round in the Summer Series.
Yeah, so times as they stand, Rehan up the top on a 48, 148.817, 49.0 for Michael Gunstone, 9.1 for Lobby, Russell Pepperell, 49.1. We were watching actually Pepperell very late to actually bank a pre-qual time, didn't he? Did a good job. Forbett, Antoon, De Graaf, Dutch, Callahan and Jones round out the provisional 10 at the moment. But I can tell you what, my doubters are lighting up with a lot of personal bests out there at the moment. And welcome aboard back again, Mr. Average Isaac. We did have the privilege of calling a race last night with Isaac.
Oh, yes.
In the comms box.
G'day, Isaac.
And, it was a absolute pleasure and very, very easy guy to work with. So, yeah, enjoying the Big Apple, mate, and hope your day's gone well and you enjoy this one, because I reckon this one, last one of the season for these boys, is going to be an absolute banger.
Oh, I totally agree, J-Man. I think we'll see the usual elbows out stuff, but yeah, look, we've got a few throughout the points there that are in a pretty good fight for maybe an extra position on that ladder. So watch that space. We will have a very brief chat about that, I suppose, as the boys grid up before the race. Here, very tight schedule, J-Man, here with the Supercars NZ race night format. We have just obviously come out of post-race, or pre-race practice, should I say, which runs for about an hour and a half, 15 minutes or so, sets the 30 cars that were allowed to join the grid for the 15-minute qualifying, which is, mind you, winding down very quickly. We're over halfway, I think, there, mates, and yeah, 30 cars on track tonight. Should be exciting stuff. Yeah, absolutely. And Rehan just lowering the marker, Davo, if you didn't just notice there, 48.5 now, makes it around about a half a second to Gunston now. And yeah, it's a super quick time as we see these guys starting to run the clock down. 6 minutes remaining in this qualifying session to set the grid one more time. So yes, and then just talking about Gunston just rolling out of the pits, thinking, oh, I think I might have another crack at that. As does Russell Pepperell, actually followed him out as well, and probably thought the same thing. Let's get out there for one more crack here. And 2 moves up the spot, up to P5. Oh, P5, there you go. Yeah, he did it with a magenta first sector, so that car very, very strong at the opening part of the lap. So Phil looking comfy, but yeah, Lobby
up there in P2. This is the guy leading the championship, so he's put himself already in the best possible spot, or bar Rian there, but hey, look, to start somewhere near the front row would be what he'd like to do at the start of this one. Michael Gunstone, the early time setter, still in there on a 49.0, so a couple of drivers already in the 48s, and then the rest just oh so tight as we look down through the pack. You got to go to P8 to break the 1 second difference on the times at the moment, so very, very tight in the top 10.
Yeah, very tight, J-Man. Like you mentioned there, it's just 149s all the way down to, I think it's Carpenter at 11th there, so tight top 10. You know what that makes for? Bloody good racing.
Yeah, I'm just looking for Dion de Graaf. Okay, currently P8. Now, this is a guy that's provisionally, before drop round, sitting second in the championship for 1,488 points. Next driver down from him, 1,466 points, is Andrew Dutch. Where do they fall in qualifying at the moment? 8th and 9th. So,
wow,
the games have begun. That you got eyes on, is that Michael Gunstone just pulling off to the side, was it?
I think it may have been there.
Yep.
As we just trying to give everybody a little bit of camera time here in a very short qualifying period. J-Man, who is that? That looks like McNamara coming back out the pit lane as well, and leaving it very late to have another crack at it. He is currently sitting in 14th provisionally there with only 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, so he's got his work cut out for him to make a gain. He's pretty well going to get one shot at this.
Yeah, so couple of time certain races, first one being the shorter of the two tonight, viewers, if you've just tuned in or you're new to Supercars NZ and MatchFit Entertainment as well. So this qualifying sets the grid for race 1. Race 2 will be a longer format and a reverse top 15. So, you know, if it doesn't go all your way in race 1 and you end up being somewhere around that 15th spot for the feature, we've seen it before. We've seen guys throughout the season. We've, I think, I think we saw Pete Vanderberg do it very successfully. I believe Sean McNamara made a good run of it, as we just see who was that running off in front of McNamara. Yeah, so opportunities are plenty if it doesn't go quite your way in the sprint race, but look, you certainly probably don't want to be outside that 15 if you want that top spot. We've seen how fast those boys travel through the pack to get to the front.
Yeah, that mid-pack is, they play rough. These guys, they know mucking around. They look like, they play like they're racing for the top spot, and rightly so. Pepperell, J-Man, you were just calling earlier, I think was down in about 7th or 8th or something. Now up onto the second row of the grid there in 3rd position in behind Darren Lobb. Phil, which pushes Phil, you were also talking about, in the MatchFit car, down into 6th. But still vast improvement on where, I suppose, starting position so far for, yeah, good starting position for Phil, you know, so far. I think he came in halfway through the season, didn't he, Phil?
Yeah, he'll be in the thick of it from there. And all the guys around him, Forbett, McKenzie, de Graaf, Dutch, Gunstone in front of him as well. Those guys, all very, very sharp operators. So if he can tag into that pack and keep it nice and clean, those boys are really fast.
Yeah, he's definitely in good company there, J-Man. And potentially in a safer part of the race. But yeah, look, good, close times. As you can see on the totem there, ladies and gentlemen, got to stretch all the way down to 11th or to 12th actually before we see a 150 in Michael Jones' time. 150.01. It is only just in the 50s too, mind you.
Yeah, Luke Munro might be the last car to get across the line here, based on my calculations.
As they wrap it up pretty quick around here, J-Man, we will just run through. You can see there, top 10, Rian, Darren Lobb, Russell Pepperell, Michael Gunston, Roger Forbett, Phil Antoon, Scott McKenzie, Dion de Graaf, Andrew Dutch in 9th, and Dale Callahan. J-Man, do you want to just quickly brief on those points there before these guys get cracking?
Yeah, for sure. My YouTube a little bit behind yours, but I do have them in front of me anyway, mate. So obviously Darren Lobb up there at the top, 1,733 points over Dion de Graaf's 1,488, Andrew Dutch 1,466, Roger Forbett 1,440, Rehan 1,365, which is a bloody good result given he started well late in the season. 1,357 to Gunstone. Michael Jones 1,303, Pete Vanderberg 1,286 points, Troy Stone Street 1,243, 1,163 points for Russell Pepperell makes out the 10. But I tell you what, you just look a little bit further back from the 11th, 12th as well. Scotty McKenzie and Shane Edgar as well, still mathematically in the hunt. And then when we go to Callahan, Radford and co, they start dropping back into the triple digits, 900 and lower. So a little bit of a challenge out there, but still bragging rights for those guys to try and get one over their racing companions on the last night of the series. So
absolutely,
buckle up, viewers. This will be a ripping start from these boys, especially up the front. It's going to be pretty busy.
Yeah, they were just I think waiting on the Lobb car to land on the grid there. Second position, Darren Lobb.
Yep.
And look at that field, ladies and gentlemen, a full field of 29, I think I've actually got on that grid there at the moment, J-Man. We're just about to go green in the heat race for the final round in Supercars NZ Allport V8 Supercar Summer Series. The lights are up. Like J-Man said, buckle up. This is going to be a cracker.
Well, of course, good first phase jump there from Lobby, but second phase of the start went to Rehan there. He just got the car hooked in second a little bit earlier and got the drive. But Lobby looking to the inside straight away. We know this is a passing zone.
So Lobb putting the pressure on him as we see them peel out. That's a very tidy start to the race, J-Man, so far.
Yeah, look, Antoon went backwards off the start.
I totally bogged it down. Just
didn't get that thing hooked up.
So, yeah, going back. He's gone well back, actually. He's right back in the middle of the pack there, 17th position. But start here, a little tricky, little complex here where they just got to come through that little flick left and into this right braking area here. Long apexing corner here. And up into the middle sector of the track. Quick change of direction through the chicane. Still very tidy stuff throughout the field, J-Man. I don't think we've seen a car off at all. So nice work. Let's put the game
breakaway out the front.
We'll just get the gains and losses here as the boys start to round into this little final complex. This last left and then the right hand. You got to watch that pit wall. Don't want to get tangled up with that. And out onto the start finish straight. Completing the first lap. Rian breaking away. Lobb coming with Pepperell as well. J-Man, those top three. Really making a move early.
Yeah, and then these three looking at, big lock up there from Andrew Dutch down to turn one, but I was just looking at Gunston, Forbett and Dutch. talk about there's a bit of a breakaway, those front three, and then there's the next ones. And Dutchy looks like he's got a little bit more pace over Forbit at the moment.
He does.
Yeah, right up on him.
Yeah, definitely giving him the hurry up there, J-Man. You can see their gains and losses there. Dutchy up 3 positions, DeGraaf up a position. Oh, it's just a little bit up and down there, but the big one there obviously is Antoon.
Down 10.
Down 10 positions, so tough start for Antoon.
Yeah, like I said, if it doesn't quite go your way in race 1, 15 is a great spot to finish in if you've got some car pace like we know he does. Because he will get out of 15, that driver starts on the front.
Oh, yes.
Reverse 15, so.
Yeah, reverse 15, that's correct.
Yeah, so it's not all over if you can't make your way through.
Not.
However, I think car pace, I think Antoon, unless he tactically decides to stay there, I think he's got some pace to run a little deeper into this field.
Yeah, just keep the focus, AJ, man, and stay out of trouble. Easier said than done, the keeping out of trouble bit. But yeah, just needs to keep focus and keep moving forward there. Out of the back of Roger Forbit's car, we were just talking about Dutch maybe looking a little bit speedier and putting a little bit of pressure on, although Forbit really does seem to be holding his own, but there is a train of cars, a short train of cars there behind him with DeGraaf and Mackenzie linked onto the back of Forbit as well. Quick fire race here, J-Man. We're nearly, what do we got, 4 minutes in already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
It doesn't take much.
Looking at that battle that you're talking about with Dutchy and Forbit, DeGraaf, if he gets there, just remember about those championship point situation.
Yes.
Dutch,
yes.
And DeGraaf in this thing for a potential podium in the overall. So fascinating. We saw these guys together in quali. Once again, they're out there on track together. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about this. And in particular, for me, DeGraaf, he is slightly up in the championship points scenario, but not by very much at all. He's up there by around 22 points, so could probably finish behind Dutchy in this one, but I don't know that he'd want to do it twice. And he has a big look down the inside.
So Dutch a little bit snaggy off the exit. Look, and mind you, DeGraaf was sideways off the exit as well. Oh, here we go. He's run deep. And again, DeGraaf getting a load of wheel spin, trying to get the power down in the Simblac's car. Great battle going on here, J-Man.
Yeah, look, Scotty McKenzie, he won't...
He's amongst it.
He won't give two bothers about what championship's going on. He'll just want the position.
He will.
And
he's gone again. Oh, he's let, and so there's Mackenzie through as well.
Yep.
Yeah, just got caught a little bit offline. Out the marbles, mate. It was all over, wasn't it? 2 positions lost. He did do it a little bit earlier in the lap there. We've seen him, maybe even the lap before there too, go a little bit deep there a couple of times. So he's clearly struggling to pull that Mustang up in some of these corners. Some of these braking areas are quite technical though, J-Man. Look what's going on behind Parlett. Sean McNamara is involved.
That's where I'm at right there. Radford, McNamara and co is getting super spicy. These guys are in the hot seat really for this. You know, Radford's obviously P15 at the moment. If it was end this way, it wouldn't be all bad for the next one. But
no,
Antoon's about to join this party as well. I'm pretty sure that he'd rather be in that 15th position. And look, I reckon it won't be too long before he gets an opportunity, because as the time ticks down, so does the patience. True
that, J-Man, and Yeah, look, these guys, you can just tell by the body language of the cars, they really are throwing them around, pushing extremely hard. Couple of heavily MATCHFIT and GAMAFLARE sponsored cars there in McNamara's, and Phil Antunes just stuck in behind. Yep. So representing the major sponsors and the official broadcasters in both of those cars, as is Rian, who is just walking away up at the pointy end, J-Man.
Yeah, no, he's doing a nice job. He's got a couple of seconds now over Darren Lobb. I'm just wondering if Darren's thinking championship at this point in time. He's in a great position. I think it's a step too far for Rian, even given the drop round situations, to make that gap. So Darren Lobb probably doing all he needs to right now, and that's been a classic line that we've seen all season from this guy. He is just a class act out there. He's, you know, if you reflected and had a snippet of each round in races this championship's unravelled, he's really just put himself in the best possible positions week in, week out, and yeah, he does a fantastic job. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how this one ends up.
Absolutely. Just watching, I think that was Phil sneaking past. Looked like McNamara and Parlett, yeah, had a little coming together.
Yeah, which allowed Radford and Antoon through as well. So puts himself inside their top 15. So
so good tidy race. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of contact so far, like we just saw there. I think that's probably the first contact we've seen all race there, and very minor indeed. A couple of little off-track excursions, but again, nothing major. These guys really hooked up here, J-Man, and really putting on a show for us here for the final round.
Yep. Absolutely, quite night for Ginger's team.
Race control.
Reno and Ginger, they get to sit back and enjoy this one, those boys. So they'll appreciate that as we just see a move just a little bit further up the road there. That was looked to be Daryl Callahan side by side with Bruce Tannock as well. So good little battle going on there, and I think maybe Bruce is going to get this one, or is no, Callahan looks to come back down the inside. And
yeah,
for the turn 2, turn 3 scenario, tricky piece of racetrack. The track falls away there, the camber goes in the wrong direction, and Bruce Tannock prevails. Well, in the meantime.
So nice work, and
be losing another one.
There you go. Good tidy racing again from these boys. Always. Like, even when the elbows are out, these guys are so well disciplined in their craft here, J-Man. We see it week in, week out. We did have a biggie last week, but we won't mention that. But these guys are very skilled at muscling these Gen 3 V8 supercars around.
The graph inside of Roger Forbett forces the issue. Tucks it down the inside. Really down at 13. Still looks for an outside line of 14. It's a long way round. Can he get the drive traction down? Works them up on exit. Forbett wins that little battle.
So nice work for Forbett, knowing to hold his ground and just being able to just deal with it. Knew he had the rights to the next corner. It is not over though. De Graaf in a misfits sandwich there with Forbett in front and Mackenzie behind. So again, another quality little pack of cars there battling away.
Parlett McNamara still at it. Oh, and Parlett's lost the rear. Sean does a good job to try and clear him there, and I think the benefactor might have been Phil Antoon actually, just sneaking on through underneath both of them during that exchange. And finds himself very quickly back on the back of Dylan Radford.
Yeah, a lot going on there, a little bit to unpack, I'm sure. stewards may have a sneaky peek at this. Actually, we'll try and see if we can get a better look at this.
Oh, another accident.
Okay, so that was Parlett actually locking the rears there down into 2 that caused that little situation. So a little bit of an unforced error. Got a little tangled up. Who is that going backwards? Callahan and J-Man.
Yeah, Tannock and Callahan. There's a big incident there. So that's John Gibson as well, having to redress the position as well. That's a 666 car. So got really, really busy there. Lap 7 coming down the hill there. And yeah, Bruce Tannock was involved in that as well as Callahan.
Oh, those cars
John
look
Gibson
bad,
was a little bit earlier.
Those cars do not look good. So both Callahan and who else was the other one? Did you say? Gibson.
John Gibson.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll head into the pit lane. How much time we got left? Maybe they won't.
We have got around about 2.5 minutes, I believe, left of this one. And speaking of which, Rehan hasn't had a lot of airtime. He's been out there operating in a different postcode at the moment. He's got 3.2 seconds over Darren Lobb. Russell Pepperell actually starting him out a little bit more of an attack.
He is. Yeah, you can just see him back shot there, viewers. And for some reason, Lobby's car not showing his usual custom paint job on screen at the moment. But yes, Pepperell in tow, J-Man. So he has definitely closed that gap, but quickly running out of time. Can't see. Well, I'd be surprised to see a challenge. You know, you never know, do you? So quick stuff. Forbett having to put pressure on Gunstone because De Graaf has been on his case for the last 5 minutes. Working hard there. Gunston's car, probably my second favourite car in the field, to be honest. Maybe third, because I like the MATCHFIT cars.
The South Canterbury removal, yeah, very, very well constructed paint scheme on that one. Good job here from Luke Munro, chasing down Shane Ecker, Heath Mann, and Shawnee McNamara just a little bit further up the road, but that is a good little battle, and that's an important one. Obviously, Luke Munro holding down that 15th spot. Blake Greenhall just going to be a little shy of that opportunity to just boost himself up the field a little bit. However, Antoon now goes for a big move down the inside of...
He's in the top 10 now, J-Man.
Yeah, Radford. So got the move down there at turn 1 done by way of mistake, but he's run a little bit deep down to 2 as well, so just going to be a little bit careful. Time is ticking. Actually, it's done.
We are about halfway around the circuit on the final lap here. Man, yeah, good clean stuff there from Antoon to get himself in the top 10. I don't think that's over though yet. I think Radford wants that one back. But yeah, good clean stuff as they head down into this little awkward little flip-flop chicane here. About mid-track there. And not far off completing the lap. And now would be Rian as he...
Tips it into 13. Beautiful drive once again by the 79 Rehan Leonage. Absolutely nailed that one. No question.
Yeah, nice work, Lobby. Pepperell. Gunstone, and look
only
at this.
Just over Forbett.
And Dutch.
Scotty McKenzie. Yeah, Scotty McKenzie, Andrew Dutch, Michael Jones, Phil Antoon in the 10. So that is the top 10. Big names back from there. Radford, McNamara, Edgar, Munro, Mann. Now Mann can operate from the front of the grid for the feature by way of finishing 15th. So good little Turn of speed at the end there from Heath.
Phil Carpenter in 26. Gibson dragging that mess of a car back across the line. Stellar job. Boy.
Righto, David, what do we got going? We got a short intermission here in between race 1 and race 2 as the drivers just refuel the cars and do all the things they've got to do before we head off to the feature race.
Yes,
Davo.
yes. So what we're going to talk about is, well, what we've been talking about the whole bloody season is the Quizzies with Flare giveaway. Obviously, GAMAFLARE in conjunction with Quizzies giving away a whole bunch of stuff here, season giveaways. I'm not sure how this is working. You guys have signed up here via a QR code. We are going to spin a wheel and someone's going to win something. I'm not sure what, to be honest. I'm not sure of the details, but here we go. We're going to do this anyway. And I'd say this would be for the top prize, and then the rest will be decided some other way. But this will be for the Mozza R3 bundle giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Whole bunch of names there populating that wheel. Let's click go on the Quizzies with Flare. Mozza R3 bundle. Thank you very much to GAMAFLARE and Quizzies for that. And oh, who is that? Lee Sweeney. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a winner. The GAMAFLARE people and Quizzies people have your email address and they will be in touch. You can get in touch with us if they do not. All our links are in the description, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations, Lee Sweeney. Leaf. Oh, sorry, Leaf Sweeney. Yep. So well done. I think that's all we've got time for. Yeah, because we're going to jump straight back into it, J-Man. I'll bring up the calendar there, and I don't think there's any need to, because this is the last round, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you can see there, over 12 rounds already here in the Summer Series. It's been awesome. I think we might have missed the first couple of rounds due to holiday breaks over Chrissy, but here we are at the end of it, and looking forward to next season as well, J-Man.
Yes, absolutely. Another big season forecast for these guys, and obviously MatchFit Entertainment on board once again with Supercars NZ, and we're looking forward to that one. Big sign-ups. Div 2's coming back.
Oh, Div 2, well. Yes, so, yes.
Yeah, big fields
Happy
here,
days.
and big opportunities and big prize pools as well. So the good people at Supercars NZ and GAMAFLARE, to name a few, and obviously all the usual sponsors back on board. And why wouldn't you with Supercars NZ?
True that. I mean, well, we want to be back here because the racing's freaking awesome, J-Man. Yeah. Obviously, so yeah. Look, and I'm not sure where we're going for next season, whether we're doing Div 1 or Div 2. Either way, we don't care.
Div 1, mate. Div 1.
Div 1.
Yeah.
Vote with your thumb there, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a like. Here we go. The feature race in the final round for Supercars NZ Allports Supercar Series. J-Man, it's on. Again, and Toon just stuffs the start. And gets...
Yeah. Oh, look at Lobby down the inside.
There is literally 4 wide. Lob being that inside car there down in one. That is hectic, to say the least. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised, to tell you, all of those cars survived that. Amazing, J-Man. Amazing.
It is incredible how they got through that.
That is crazy. Wow. What
successful for everybody. I do see Pete Vandenberg missing a rear splitter, so he's been a little bit of damage out there.
Yeah, I think Callahan actually as well went down.
And Toon.
Oh, he's getting swamped here. Just pick up the cameras on him and look at, oh, it's all going on in the background there.
Yeah, when I picked up on him, he had a car in his driver's door and he was fully sideways to the track. However,
ooh, that is just next. Oh. And you can see some of the boys coming back actually from that incident. Look, there has been some damage there. We're just picking up a couple of strays in the background there, Vandenberg being one of them. Hey man, with no front or rear on that car, and Toot in trouble again with a few of the boys there.
good battle going on. Heath Mann, Andrew Dutch, Darren Lobb, and De Graaf all in there. Where is Rian? Okay, he's just gone down the inside
of Radford
and looked
there.
to get a twofer into turn one on Dylan Radford and Scotty
nice
McKenzie.
Work. Yeah, very tidy work there, Jamie.
And Radford fights back and runs deep, takes Rian with him. He's probably going to lose one or two spots there, and he does. The TTR car looking to try and go through as well.
Yeah, so Pepperell trying to take advantage of that. Let's just get a little bit of a replay here. Out of Pepperell's car here, so you can see Rian up here. Old mate running a little bit wide there, takes out the GAMAFLARE MATCHFIT car. And he's quickly back up beside Pepperell, having to yield it through the right-hand key as we go back to the live action. Wow. That got serious real quick. And it's still serious. Look at this. Obviously, reverse. Top 15. And here we go. It's getting...
Yeah. That is awkward. Inches it here if that blows up on the radio, but Rayhan, I think that was into the side. Can't catch it. May have been a Misfits car.
It was a Misfits.
Was it Scotty McKenzie?
Good.
Yeah, I think it was. Yep.
McKenzie. Yep. Yes, J-Man, correct, with the golden green wheels on it. So yes, getting very serious. We were sort of just praising them of how, you know, they kept it reasonably tidy in the first lap. Look, the gloves are off now. It is on.
Who was that running deep down into turn one? That may have been a recovering car just come out of pit lane, but at the front it is Shane Edgar over Sean McNamara.
Over Darren Lobb and De Graaf.
Darren Lobb.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice work. Like, Lobb just in the right position, in the right place, at the right time. Look at Pepperell already tailing those guys. It won't take long for him to be up there. Munro, Radford, Greenall.
Big news, sorry Davo to interrupt. The inside move down to turn one, lap one for car 99. You know who that is? It's Darren Lobb. Got a drive-through penalty. Final race of the series. This is your championship leader. Has an unscheduled stop to make through to the steward's office on the way through. So look for him to try and do that relatively early and try and fight back. But mate, a good portion of the field's just going to sail on by. It's going to be a long night here in this 28-minute feature race. Now, the other two that we talked about, Davo, in this championship, Dion De Graaf and Andrew Dutch. Okay, De Graaf currently sitting P4.
Yeah, nice work. And obviously Lobb is in front of him, but Lobb's going to have to pit for a drive-through anyway, so... Yeah. And then do an official pit stop as well, so... Yeah. And
Dutchy in P16, so that one there going very much in favour of Dion De Graaf at the moment, as we do see, I think, that was Darren Lobb going to pits, I believe. And who was that? That was Sean McNamara with an off. see him fall down the field.
Yeah, just a little half spin there from McNamara. Quickly gathers that back up, gets it back out on track. So that was out of 1, J-Man. Quickly gathering that up. Just got to keep an eye on those temps. So that actually puts him just tucked in behind Pepperell there now. So he's only lost, what, 1 position? Oh, no. Yes, no, he was in second. So he's lost a couple of positions there. Whew.
A nice little move on Luke Munro there at the chicane. Tucks it down the inside, sets sights on Dylan Redford now. Did hear, I think one of the misfits call in, maybe looking at that incident with the 79 car and Scotty McKenzie's incident. But see how that plays out. He's progressing nicely at the moment though, up to P7. However, Lob still with that pending drive-through hanging over him. See the black flag on my screen. When does he take it? It's not this lap. He's just trying to make some margin here.
So once again, we are seeing the Supercars NZ boys putting on a show for the final round of the Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. Sponsored by GAMAFLARE and Allports, and weekly sponsor JIGSAW Projects, ladies and gentlemen, as well.
I tell you what, Shane Edgar's doing a fantastic job here. He's got Darren Lobb behind him, and he's maintaining this this gap at the moment, 1.8 seconds. He is absolutely run rabbit run situation at the moment, and he's doing a beautiful job of it too.
Another
out of P3 looks good.
Yeah, definitely another one carrying the South Canterbury Removals banner down the side of the car. Now look, and talking about these guys, you know, taking advantage of that reverse grid, and we have seen it a little bit throughout the series where some of these guys really do just go, oh, this is my shot, you know, like, let's get this done. And we see some really good finishes there. I love this car, actually. I think it's got written on the front of it, identify as an AUXR8 or something, somewhere on that car. So awesome stuff. And so, yeah, nice work from Shane to, you know, just to be in that mindset. We'll go, okay, I've got this. I'm in the position. Good, clear track in front of him. But look, these boys are coming. The likes of Locke, De Graaf's just there as well. Pepperell, McNamara, although having a little bit of a slip, still and well in touch. Rian, Radford, all in close proximity here. After what do we got? We're not quite 10 minutes through it, but damn close. So
I'll get to the pit lane to serve that drive-through, mate.
Okay, there you go. No surprise, getting that sorted out relatively quickly. Stayed out for a couple of laps, but best to just rip that band-aid, isn't it, J-Man? Just get that band-aid off and get back out there.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, he's come out just in front of Andrew Dutch, who sits P3 in the championship.
Oh,
so,
there you go. Would have thunk it.
The threat, though, still very much down to Graf, racing out of P2 now that drive-through has been done. So he's got set sights on Shane Edgar. However, he is dragging with him Russell Pepperell.
So I think we're out of the rear wing of Ridley Turner's car, J-Man. So, like you're just saying, we've got Heath Marn tucked in behind Ridley, but that is Darren Lobb and Andrew Dutch. You can see in the background, those two boys, nose to tail.
Drive through for Phil Antoon.
Oh, that's so good.
Also, stop and hold. I'm not sure who the other one was for, but I know Parlette's got a drive through as well, but one of them has a stop and hold as well. So I think it's a 5 second stop and hold. So lots of feeling out there for the last one of the season.
Oh yes, as we just had cameras on Leon Fox there. doing a great job to hang on to that Deep South Autosport car. Man, it looked like it was going to go into the wall, but he grabbed it. And look, he doesn't want to give that position up, but I think Carwood, is it Carwood just there side by side with?
Yeah.
And whoever's behind him there, that's Carwood, I think, as well. I think they've got other ideas. I think Fox will. Oh. You want to watch himself there as they run drag race up to T1.
De Graaf looking for a little bit of fresh air, gets his pit stop out the way with Davo, gets it done nice and early, and comes out. Just trying to see where he's come out. He's come out in front of Michael Gunston, and he is, De Graaf now first to the pit stoppers. Obviously we've got Stefan Adams, Darren Lobb. His was an official, his was a drive-through break. Greenhall and Heath Marn through the lane.
As the field settles ever so slightly, J-Man, as we sort of work our way to half race here, we will start to see, I'm sure, a whole bagload of pit stops in a quick succession. But look, I think, I just picked up on my data, that is Edgar.
Yeah,
Actually,
coming in from the race lead,
yeah,
going to
there you
relinquish that to Russell Pepperell. And Rian and McNamara also taking the opportunity to get this pit stop out the way with as well. So I wonder if that's just to cover off. Potentially, I think it could be to cover off Dion de Graaf here. Obviously, they'll be aware that he went in a lap earlier. So let's look to see how that plays out for those guys. Obviously, Pepperell staying out.
Yeah, Pepperell staying out. And I don't think Dutch has fitted as well. No, J-Man. So
post-race investigation on that car too as well, on the Dutch car. I think it is. Yeah, just in relation to usage of the pit exit with another car. So interesting stuff. It carries on. This is one of the guys that is very much in championship contention.
So this old Hungaroring, J-Man, proving to be a little tricky for the boys here tonight in the feature. Been a very busy first half of the final race here in the Allports V8 Supercars Series for Supercars NZ. G'day again to all our Sky 83 viewers tuning in on a, I think it's a Saturday afternoon. G'day guys and girls.
Pepperell in the lane now.
So this flurry of pit stops, we're expecting Dutch in the pits as well, J-Man.
Oh, big call. I knew that one was coming. I didn't know which way it'd swing, but car 79, Rehan Leonarge there with a drive-through penalty.
As well.
Yeah. So that was with the incident, I think, on lap 2. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that will put Rehan somewhere back with Darren Lobb.
Yeah.
Sort of territory, maybe a little further back, to be honest, as Lobby starts progressing through. He's still got to make his official pit stop, I believe.
I wonder whether it was the Scotty McKenzie incident that that came up. Yeah, very busy part and time of the race there. Like part of the track particularly technical part of the track, but it was a very busy sort of part of the race. It was so only a few laps into the race, the boys were the faster guys were trying to work their way through the field with the top 15 reversed, and the top 15 were holding their ground, J-Man. They were making them work for it.
Yeah, they were. So, I very much expect Dion de Graaf to go back to the lead once Carpenter, Jones and Radford make their official pit stops. And he does look good just looking at the margin. It's slender over Shane Edgar, who's just done such a fantastic job in the feature. Obviously got away very, very well by way of the reverse grid as he watches de Graaf just wag the tail out of turn 12 there. Just gets a little closer, so
okay, so all the boys in, Radford, Jones and Carpenter. Look, you've got to give it to Rian also sneaking into the pits, obviously, to deal with that penalty. But you've got to give it, I really do, got to give a shout out to Gunston, Forbert, and the like, who hung on to the back of these super bloody quick guys. Just kept their nose out of trouble. I mean, Gunston's no slouch, J-Man. But yeah, himself and Forbert, just hanging in there, keeping those cars clean, staying out of trouble, and look where they're sitting on that leaderboard right now. So nice work from those boys.
Yeah, no further action regarding that pit incident that involved Darren Lobb.
Yes.
Controlled said play on with that one. So obviously Lobb is still with a stop to make after that drive-through. He's trying to work his way forward. He can see Sean McMahon just up ahead in the distance. However, still has to stop.
Okay, look, Dion is not out of stripe here. Edgar, I think, was enjoying. He liked that top spot. He's all over the back of him going, oh, I want to get back over there. I want to be back in front of that car. He's got to be careful there. We just saw him a little bit snaggy off the out of the chicane there. And look, he'll only have to get offline a smidge, and
Pepperell will be right there for sure.
Gotta just keep himself in check there. Oh, he'll lose another position to Pepperell. Good, solid race at the pointy end of the field there, J-Man. That is first, second and third. Look at him. You could throw a blanket over it easily.
Yeah, about 9 minutes remaining in this one, Davo, and it's certainly not sorted what order that is going to be. Where did Rian come back out? Okay, so Rian came back out behind Ridley Turner and Pete Vanderberg in P12. So still potential for him in the next 9 minutes to get deep inside the 10. As he does have around 3 or 4 cars just up in front of him. We know the pace he's got. And he puts a move on straight away. Look to go down the inside. Going to leave him on the outside for turn 2 on Ridley Turner. But does
Turner gives
not
him
have
space.
any issue.
Yeah,
yep.
Turner gave him a bit of space there. I suspect J-Man just get rolling out of the throttle there. It's probably not his fight. Rian now focused obviously on Vanderberg and quickly just cuts that gap down to pretty well nothing in one short straight.
Oh, Pepperell's got Edgar. Sorry, mate, just flipped away from there. And I looked back and he's got Edgar and he's all over the back of de Graaf. So I reckon Pepperell.
Let's get this. Here we go. So it's out. It's through that turn 3 kink there, J-Man. And it looks like
and he's
Edgar...
not wasting any time. He fires it down the inside. De Graaf hangs tough around the outside. Sorry, I know you're probably still on a replay, but I'm going to call it as a steer.
We are
and Edgar
all over
come back. Oh, this is a great fight here for the podium. And you can see there, de Graaf driving super defensive, and Pepperell went with it. It's going to allow Edgar to run the high line. Just runs out of traction on the exit.
Dear, oh dear.
Boys will be absolutely loving this, and that's actually allowed
That car's out of position. I'm sure that car's...
Okay, so that's Bruce Tannock.
Yeah. So he wants to get amongst it, but he's just got to sit back and watch it, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's currently in P22, but just trying to maybe unlap himself there and get amongst it. Yeah, good fight. Very, very good fight. Just love to know, and we will find out post-race what this means if De Graaf can hang on and take a race victory. And Darren Lobb, I believe, has he still got a stop to make? Or did he actually get it done? I haven't got a pit lane counter, Dave. Have you got one? He's stopped on lap 6. No, Darren Lobb. We know that he had to. We know that he had to do a drive-through.
All drivers have stopped. So Lobb stopped once. So that wouldn't include a drive-through because a drive-through is the stop. I'm not sure, but all cars, you can see it there on the totem now. There, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of guys with 2 stops, obviously.
Oh, good run from Lobby here. And I look down the inside of Sean, doesn't get it done though. Pepperell still working over De Graaf. Time is ticking, Davo.
And it's ticking quickly as well. It's only a little over 5 minutes yet to run here. And this will be all done and dusted in the summer series. Pepperell on the chase. De Graaf's got his work cut out for him here, J-Man. He will want to keep this thing on point.
Yeah, look, Pepperell's just waiting for that tiny little mistake or opening, and there's plenty of opportunities. We see drivers run deep down here. They run deep at 1. But he did look strong last lap round, heading down the hill, down into 12 and 13. Car looked super strong.
Just remembering, Russell Pepperell, 11 positions gained in this race.
Yeah, very good performance.
Yeah. Very tidy stuff. So like I said, yes, Dion does have his work cut out. Oh, he's going to have another crack here, but not the place to do it, J-Man. We know this circuit, that is not the place to get put a challenge on.
Yeah, boys are fighting hard. This is fantastic stuff. Still lapping at very, very good pace. 50.8 to 50.7 last lap around.
And Edgar actually dropped off the back of that battle there. That just shows you how quick these guys are punching at the moment. Pepperell, big overlap on the outside. Now, even though he cannot execute a pass from there, what it does do is force Dion inside. Gives him less road to work with as well, as they run through that little final complex here. Clearly Dion covering now.
Close enough for a dive, and Dion reads it and goes defensive straight away. And can Russell tip this back down and do his over-under here?
Look at that. Oh, both with a little bit of a snake on the way out there. Stunning stuff from both of these guys. Again, Pepperell, although, you know, on the outside, he's not going to be able to execute the pass, but it does impede Dion's exit because he gives him less space to work with. And again, we see Dion sideways off the curb through the kink.
Lobby did a nice job in that same piece of racetrack that we just watched these guys, and Lobby actually went around the outside of 2 on McNamara to bring himself up to P6. Still got questions over whether it was that car that had to serve the drive-through and whether he's got one more stop or whether this is legit. Time is running out.
2.5 minutes to run here, not even, J-Man, before we wrap this summer series up.
And turn on the radio, not too happy with something.
he's had it off actually. We're gonna sneak a little replay on what was going on with Phillip. Down into one, big stop. Looks like he gets it done pretty nicely, and might have just looped the car up unforced. Tricky. He's coming. Difficult to get the power down. Look at Dion trying to shake.
And Edgar's back in this as well.
Well, I know, his Pepperell actually dropped back to him a little bit. There's a bit of a gap between. Oh no, look at this. These guys just trading times here.
Yeah, this is tight. This isn't done. This is going to go right down to the flag. We are at 27 minutes of 28 scheduled. Where are they on track? Are they going to get back around again? Okay, so N2 was justified 611. That'll be Shane White gets a drive through.
Oh, he did get a tag. Oh, there you go. It didn't show on camera. So tough gig. Oh, look, Antoon, we did actually talk him up a little bit earlier in the broadcast because he did show very good pre-race practice times, and yeah, look, just missed both the starts, didn't get it done. Look at this, Pepperell having a crack. Oh, Dion.
Makes Dion run really shallow. He's going to have another good look here. You've seen how good he was. Can he live around the outside, or does he go for the switchback underneath?
This is it. These two corners. Oh, DeGraff around. Here we go. Oh no, Edgar's going as well. Those three cars. That gives it to bloody Gunstone. I tell you,
he's going to take the final round.
I can't believe it. Wow. Oh my. Well done, Michael Gunston. He will just be grinning from ear to ear. Roger Foreman actually sneaking into second place. David, I did not see that coming. Darren Lobb.
Yes, so he must have been legit because he's in there P3. And I'll tell you what, Gunston over Forbett, over Lobb, DeGraff.
Wow. What?
Edgar, McNamara, Pepperell, Leonards, Radford, Vanderberg with a massive drive. 15 places in the feature race he made, up to 10.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Outstanding drive.
Unbelievable. What? Hey, look, Jay, and what a way to finish off a season. Like, what a finish. Final race, final round in the Supercars NZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series, ladies and gentlemen. And Michael Gunstone, rightly so, celebrating with some sick burnouts. J-Man. That is epic. What a way to... I'm speechless. What are we going to do? We're going to talk to people. What's going on?
Yeah, look, we'll grab the podium. We'll grab Lobby down here first, and then work back from there. So, hang on a sec. We've got Forbett in the waiting room already, so we could potentially start from P2, and maybe even get Roger's perspective. Hang on a sec. Race winners in there.
Gunston or Forbett? Roger Forbett.
Gunston run the race. We're just seeing if Lobby's going to come in here first, and just give him a second. But time is ticking. Where are we at with the stopwatch for our Sky viewers? We're obviously working
20 minutes, bro. You got about 19 minutes.
Okay. Well, look, what we'll do is straight away we will grab. No sooner than I grab Forbett down, you watch Darren Lobb. We'll turn up in the waiting room. But however, we will grab the man from P2, and fantastic result there. Roger, you got us on comms?
Yeah, I have. Very fortunate. I'll take it though. Take the those ones.
Yeah, absolutely, but it still felt like you earned it. You know, you made 9 places in that race, and obviously a couple late in the piece. However, you got to be Johnny on the spot, mate. And yeah, what a fantastic result, and bodes well too, Roger, because leading into this one, 4th in the championship, and pretty tight margin, about 16, I think, points difference between yourself and Dutchy for a potential podium. Obviously, drop rounds to consider in that, but a lot to play for tonight, mate.
It should be interesting how it shakes out. So, no, I was happy with it. Had to fuel save that whole race for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but I had a chance to tackle Gunstone the last lap or two, but yeah, he's a hard man to pass, that one. Doesn't make mistakes very often, so but no, I was happy to follow him.
Yeah, look, hey, fantastic season. The results speak volumes about what sort of season you've had in the Allports summer series, mate. To be operating there and sitting there in the P4th, and the names been on the list plenty throughout the series, mate. And congratulations to you on that one. And anyone you want to give a shout out to, Roger? Sponsors?
Scott McKenzie of Festive Foods, our sponsor, of course, and of course Allports, and the SCNZ admin team as well, Andy Weiss. It's a fantastic setup we've got here. Good streaming now, so really enjoying it.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Well, look, mate, I'm refreshing the app as we speak, because I'm told that if I do it enough, I might get the official result come through. So, however,
we're working on it. We're working on it.
I'm watching with interest. So, however, if in the time that we let you go, and then to think, congratulations on a fantastic season. And
Absolutely.
If the points do favour you and you make a podium, that's an extra congratulations as well, Roger. But can't wait to see you again in the next series, mates. And
yes.
yeah, thanks heaps.
Definitely be here. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. Cheers, mate. So that was Roger Forbett. He did come in second tonight. So what we will do is we will grab the P3 man, a guy that we're very familiar with talking to, and we interrupted mid-interview. He's probably with, I don't know, some other dignitaries. We've grabbed him. Darren Lodge, got us on.
Hello, boys. I got you loud and clear.
Mate, that had a bit of everything. You came into that the hot favourite there, 1,733 points. I'm not sure if that's been refreshed yet. We're just looking for updated point structure. But mate, that one there had a little bit of everything, and ups and downs in the feature there for you, mate. But come good at the end.
Yeah, I got lucky at the end, I think. I've been busy looking at what I got pinged for in turn 1. I don't really see why I got a drive through, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get the rub of the green and sometimes you don't, and race control get it right most of the time, and sometimes they get it wrong. So I'll just assume that they got it wrong tonight, and I'll go talk to Aaron about it at another stage. But it was a nice comeback through the field in any case. The bust ups in the last corner, well, the last sequence of corners kind of made it a little bit easier, because it should have been a P6 and it ended up being a P3 right at the death, which is always a nice way to end the championship.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And I think, barring disaster, I think it was a done deal, is what I'm told. But hey, look, we were applauding the movement. Look, we're currently, we're always Swiss when it comes to these decisions, mate. We're very much on the fence, and I think we can say what we like. But I think the memo was it was 3 wide into 1, and Darren Lobb turned up and said, well, there's room for 4. I just got to put 2 on the dirty stuff and we'll make this work.
It was 4 wide. It was 4 wide.
Yeah, it was 4 wide. But you see, the best part about being 4 wide is making sure nobody spins, right? So everybody gets to carry on and live a happy day.
Yes.
That's anyway,
that's an interesting theory.
Yeah, if I hadn't got the drive through, I mean, it would have been the first lap of the season. I think I was up 10 or 11 positions, and was plain sailing ahead after that. I did cop a bit of damage, but anyway, it made it exciting. I had a good scrap with Sean in the last few laps. It's an interesting track. It's really difficult to pass. Funny enough, you can be about half a second, 3/4 of a second slower than someone, and just as long as they put the car in the right place, you just can't get past them. So I think I could have caught Mike and Roger if I'd got past Sean, the first lap I caught him, but I sat behind him for 3 or 4 laps, and anyway, it all works out in the end. It's you can't moan about what happens on 1 or 2 laps when it's a 12-week long championship, because nothing happens in the last round that destroys your championship. So it's everything that happened up until that point, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely, mate. And consistently week in, week out, when I bring up my app, there you are sitting on the top, banking these results. We talked about it during the race, the consistency, the way to construct one. You'll win these things based on, the average of your worst result, and you've just been there. The amount of times we've got to talk to you throughout the season just justifies what the season's been like. And there's a lot of quick decision making from your part that goes on to make that happen. Obviously, especially with the reverse 15 and the feature races, gives you guys plenty to think about when you're operating up the front in the sprint race, and yourself and the likes of Rehan and Gunstone and co end up having to navigate that traffic and those early frantic laps. Just speaks volumes for the sort of season you've had, mate. So congratulations on that and on the championship. But just to touch base again on that turn 1 thing, I'm still really just admiring what happened there. And for me, I guess that outside of the drive-through, Darren, was the fact that when you got down there, for all money, if that was me making that move, I was going to spear into the side of De Graaf, I think it was at the time, and you pulled the car up.
Ah, amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, I was fully in control. I got into him, and I suppose what it probably comes down to is, if I had it debated with Aaron, it's kind of, was it a penalty because I put 2 wheels in the inside curve, or was it a penalty that I tagged Dion, after the turning point because there wasn't any overlap? Anyway, you're allowed to agree to disagree with race control. These reverse grids are probably the best things that we could have done.
Yeah.
In the league, because the second race is really, really heaps of fun. I still have been pestering Sean. I'd still like to see the second race be even longer. Because the reality is the races are relatively short, and it is tough to come back from 15th. An extra 3 or 4 laps would just open up the fuel strategy. It would open up the tyre strategy a little bit. But then you sit with broadcast requirements and all that sort of thing. So I think the right thing to do, if I read the writing on the wall, is cut qualifying down to 2 closed laps and give us an extra 10 or 12 minutes to race. I'd be a huge fan of that. Let's be honest, racing is the most important part. Well, not the most important part. Qualifying is important, but the racing is definitely the most fun.
Yeah, got my vote, Darren.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't mind seeing that clock just extended by maybe, like you say, another 10 minutes wouldn't hurt. I mean, we're all about it, mate. The longer you can keep us here, the better it is for us. So
come on, Sean Mack. I know you're watching the broadcast. Come on, mate.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Of course he is. Yeah, come on. Of course he is.
Yeah, he's probably thinking 5 minutes shorter, I might have held out Darren Lobb, but anyway.
Yeah, but it's nice to race that. I mean, that paint is giving me a hard time, because Ryan just disappeared in the first race, and then I ended up staring at the back bumper of that car for 5 laps in the second race. So maybe next season he needs to change the colour scheme a little bit, or I get tired of looking at the same bumper all the time.
There's some strategy in that between SIMRACING, SCNZ, MATCHFIT Entertainment and GAMAFLARE, mate. We're trying to get as much of that paintwork out there as possible just to confuse you boys.
Yeah,
but,
you're doing a good job, man.
Yeah, well,
it is a good looking paint.
Sounds like a Darren Lobb issue there. You just need to be at the other end of that car. You'll be fine. Just put yourself on the other side of that car.
I need to recruit some teammates in for next year. I think I need to give old Pete Vanderberg a bit of a tune-up. He's dropped the ball on me the last 2 weeks. I need him up the pointy end of the field, not the bottom.
He's usually right there. He's usually right there too. So he had a tough couple of weeks, mate. So
I need to sit him down and read in the riot act. Give him a little bit of style reasons. Come on, mate.
Come on.
Yeah, he may have had race control on speed dial that last one, so you might cut him a break on that one, because I think he had a couple of incidents going on there. But hey, nonetheless. Fantastic racing, and once again, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, Darren. And mate, congratulations, A, on the result tonight, but B, realistically, what a brilliant championship package you put together to take the sweets, mates. And any sponsors, friends, and family you'd like to give a shout out?
Just a big shout out to the boys at DPR. We've got some new sponsors on this season, which is always nice. So, Ryan Jones from High Performance Media, Jared from Lamprey Transport. and then the guys from staff, and obviously just a big shout out to my mate Barry from MRP, and you know, big thanks to you guys and all the sponsors of the league. It's been a good season. I need a break. 12 weeks at it is pretty tough going. So thank you to you guys for putting on a good broadcast, and thanks to all the sponsors involved.
Thanks, Darren.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you, Darren Lobb. Well done, mate. There you go. That is your championship winner, Mr. Elect. Darren Lobb here takes out the Summer Series 2026. Thank you, mate. Talk again soon.
See you, boys.
All right, and there we go. That is the man of the minute. Now, the race winner, though, however, we will grab Michael Gunston down. Sorry to interrupt you there, Mike, but we got you obviously on comms.
Yep, loud and clear.
Mate, you were in it to win it. You were sitting off the back of those boys, waiting for the drama. You got it at the back end and claimed the sweets, mate. Well done.
Yeah, what do they call it? Stephen Bradbury or something like that.
Oh,
That was a Bradbury, yeah. I honestly, I just hit on that one clean air tyres. I'll just trying to get to the end and keep Roger behind it. My teammate Shane was up flying the flag, and we joked on the last lap, like, come on guys, take each other out for a 1-2 here. And it happened, but unfortunately he got taken out too though. And I felt real bad for Shane because he was in the box seat there and he got clipped, and then when he got clipped he got a 5X and got given a black flag. So
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
yeah, so he still would have been third, I think, but then that happened, so really unfortunate for him.
Yep. Oh, there you go. He looked like he literally just got a tag. It didn't look like he was involved in that at all. So it's interesting take on it all. But look, we're here to congratulate you.
Yeah,
At the end of it.
absolutely. 11 spots made in the feature, so obviously a couple of those at the back end, but a lot of hard work went into that beforehand, and those final laps, Michael, you know, we were watching, and you know, there was a little air gap. I think you're in the safety zone really from that. I guess that malarkey that was about to happen, and it was almost building towards it. You'll see on the stream that obviously a lot of pressure mounting with Pepperell and DeGraff, and you know, it was ominous. The clock had run out. These guys were going at it. It had started a couple of laps before the intent, but you were at that perfect proximity just to capitalise on it. I thought maybe Edgar was going to get the job done and just got clipped on the way through, and cue Michael Gunstone to take the trees, mate. So a little bit of good management and a little bit of luck too.
Oh, I think it was a hell of a luck there, and not much management. I had Shane being like, oh yes, oh no, oh shit, and then he was gone. And
It goes through all the emotions in about 10 seconds.
yeah, exactly. And I thought, oh, yep, all right, let's go here. Oh shit, sorry Shane, oh no. And then, yeah, didn't realise that was going to be a win. That was just right place, right time. And I guess we've had a couple of shockers earlier in the season. So, hey, if it means that you get a win by that much luck in a season, I'll take it.
For sure.
Yeah, hey, you know, regarding the season, came into that in the points 6th outright, which sort of tells a story that you've, you know, been chipping away at this thing pretty well. Obviously, Rihan just ahead of you there, but obviously drop rounds still to consider in those numbers. But look, you know, we have seen plenty of the paint scheme. We did note the manufacturer change throughout the year. I think it was, wasn't it?
Oh yes, we applaud you.
Yeah.
To put another Chevy on the grid.
And and the paintwork.
And the
Nothing short of
paintwork.
fantastic.
Oh,
Davo loves it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Gee, I can't remember what round it was, but there was one round and I think the top 13 were all boards. And I thought, oh, that's a bit unfortunate. So, fortunately, they have a rule where you can't change the car for the season, but they let it happen. And grew up a big Greg Murphy fan, so paid homage to him with the Sprint Gas livery. So, or the copy. So,
it's close enough.
Got the model car, and I thought I'd incorporate some of the sponsors onto that.
Yeah, nice.
That's all right.
Yeah, speaking of sponsors, Mike, opportunity now to give them a shout out before we let you go. So congratulations on the result tonight, the feature race winner, and super awesome championship that you constructed as well, mate. So floor is yours for your sponsors, friends and family. Up to you, mate.
Thank you. Well, I'll shout out all my mates that got me into this. They keep pushing me into here and pretty much forced me to do it. And chipped in with parts and computers and stuff. And South Kangaroo Removal, Shanika, thank you. Caliber Design, Pedersen Brothers Tyres, and well done on the top 3 championship. Love to graph Corbett. Great job. Congratulations. Yeah.
Good on you, Michael.
Awesome stuff. Well done, Michael. Congrats, mate. And can't wait to catch up again next season, buddy.
Yep, just need a bit of luck to get on the podium again, so we might talk to you then if it happens.
Yeah, mate. You do your absolute best. I'm sure we'll see you again.
We'll be rooting for you, Michael. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Go. Michael Gunstone from P1 and the final race of the series. Now, Davo, give us a shout on how we're looking for time.
Oh, we only got a couple of minutes here, J-Man.
Okay, we did have De Graaf and Stefan up there, but look, we may have just a personal chat with them outside of live TV.
I think so.
If you want to pay some bills.
I think so. I do want to pay some bills, actually, because I think we're going to give away some more stuff. I think that's what we're just going to do. We're just going to do this. Okay, so just let me get a little bit of graphical content up and running, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to give away some more stuff. Okay, so what we gave away in the break was the Mazda R3 bottle. It went to Laith Sweeney, I think, J-Man. We've got 2 6-month iRacing subs to give away and another 2 $50 things. So we are going to spin this wheel another 4 times very quickly over the next minute and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin this wheel once again. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Let me get the graphic up. There we go. Here we go. Penny Shaw wins. What does Penny Shaw win? Penny Shaw wins 1 6-month iRacing sub. Thank you, Penny Shaw, for entering the competition. Absolutely awesome, J-Man. Again, we must thank Quizzies with Flair and obviously GAMAFLARE for coming to the party with all this stuff. Awesome stuff. Martine LaRue, J-Man, with a 6-month iRacing sub as well. Look, these are great prizes, ladies and gentlemen. I've got literally seconds to go, so we were going to click this again. And we are going to tell you who's going to win. What next time? What do we got? Who is this? Oh, Josh Thompson. Josh Thompson is going to win a $50 iRacing gift card. Thank you, Josh Thompson, for entering the competition. And one last time, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this again. Sorry. Here we go. It looks like Jordan Lobb, maybe a relative to Mr. Darren himself, and he will also win a $50 gift card, iRacing gift card, care of Quizzies with Flair and GAMAFLARE. J-Man, we're going to have to wrap this up. It has been a bloody awesome season so far. Thank you everyone for getting involved, drivers, and obviously all of our sponsors and the like. GAMAFLARE and Supercars NZ and Allports and all their affiliates. And thank you, Sky83. G'day viewers, actually goodbye viewers, until next season. Thank you for joining us as well. J-Man, it's been awesome. We're going to take a week's break and we're going to be back soon.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.